Hello everyone. So first of all, I welcome you all to this section. So where we will be providing a functional training on CRM and sales module. So I hope my voice is audible to everyone. Okay. So so today's main agenda of our training is to provide a functional training to the end users as well as the public users in Odoo. So basically, with this training program, it would be based upon the Odoo 14 enterprise version, and we are mainly focusing on the modules, the CRM and sales module. So before moving on to that, let me give you a quick intro about myself and the company. So myself, Pooja, the functional consultant at Cybrosis Technology, and about the company, yes, Cybrosis Technology. So Cybrosis Technology is one of the leading Odoo partners, which is having more than a decade of experience in Odoo, that is both in community as well as the enterprise edition, and which have showcased many successful projects in both Odoo and then in major business domain and all. Then obviously, why Odoo ERP? So as we know that Odoo is an open source ERP software, so which is one of the fast growing business tool of today, and which is entitled as a complete package of ERP solutions, that is which is constantly switching to its newer version every year with more updated feature, and it has 21,000 plus ready to use modules and provides a high quality at reasonable price and all. Then, so before switching into the training section, so let me give you a quick workflow of the things that happens. So ERP in Odoo starts with CRM, that is the customer relationship management. So where we can create the lead and then convert them into opportunities, and from opportunity the contacts goes to different stages, and then it is converted to some business, and then the further procedures goes on like the sales management and other internal process that happens within your organization. So let's move on to our training sections for today. So first of all, obviously, what is CRM? So CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. So as you know, that customers are the major assets of any business organization, and without them, any organizations will perish from existence. So basically, we can say that is adding a new customer or maintaining the existing customer in the company will always allow the organization to process as well as spread their wings in new domains. That is, in turn, I'm meaning that expanding this business. So basically, CRM is an approach to manage the company interaction with its current or its potential customer. And with CRM, it uses the data analysis about the customer history with a company to improve its business relationship with the customers, that is specifically focusing on customer retention and ultimately driving to the sales growth. So basically, considering all these features, the Odoo has bring up the module called as customer relationship management. So with which you can approach and manage your company interaction with your current as well as the potential customers. So this is a basic overview we can say about the CRM. So in every organization, it is very important to have a efficient amount of customers. Now let's see about the CRM features. So here I have listed out some of the CRM features like lead management, lead generation, lead enrichment, lead mining, pipeline management, team pipeline management, customer management, activity management, and reporting. So here are some of the features listed out of CRM. So again, we have listed out the certain other features that are coming under leads, that is the lead nourishing, lead scoring. So obviously with Odoo 14 CRM, we have these certain options of lead nourishing by which it creates campaign to automatically send emails and all, and lead segment and activities of lead. Then also have lead scoring options and other features that you can see over here. And similarly, with opportunities, also we have the activities and call management. So, with that, we can organize a sequence of activities per opportunities and schedule the activities, log every activity immediately in the opportunity chatter, and other preferred actions. And with opportunity, also, we have the options for pipeline management, then schedule the meetings, then creating lost reasons, then log calls. So these are some of the features that we have segmented under the opportunities. Then obviously with Odoo CRM, it provides an effective communication that includes an email gateway, custom alerts, email templates and all. So here I have listed out some of the features with related to Odoo and its thing, that is reporting also. So with reporting, we have this dashboard, opportunity analysis, lead analysis, cohort analysis, and CRM dashboard. Then, so before jumping into CRM, there are few terms which need to be familiarized. So among them, the first term is the lead. So what is lead? So basically, we can say that leads represents a potential customer with whom you have not yet established a relationship, or those who shows interest in what you are selling. Or we can say that once these leads are being verified and they are ready to be customers, we can say like that. So this functionality of Odoo CRM module helps the user to generate the lead and upgrade them as a potential customer and finally as a regular customer. And as said here, we can also say that lead can be any business card, contact forms that is filled from the website and so on. So basically, it can be any initial contact. So lead represents a potential customer who shows interest in what you are selling and who contacts you. So it can be any kind of business card and all. And the next term is regarding the opportunity. So the opportunity is the qualified lead. We can say the opportunities are the qualified lead that can be further proceeded to increase the company in order to enhance by taking it to the different stages of the business operations, that is before conforming it into the states. So opportunities, we can say, are the specific deals that met certain criteria and when we qualify that. So the next stage of the lead is opportunity, we can say like that. So here we have, like, for each opportunities is taken through different stages of the business operations before conforming it to the sales, as I have told you earlier. So this process we will be looking in detail. So here stages refers to the specific steps that is in the sales cycles and specifically the sale read lines of your potential customers. So the number of stages in the sales funnel varies from one company to another. So basically the stages will be depending upon your business requirement. Then the next term that you should be knowing about means while dealing with CRM is the term called pipeline. So as while telling about the CRM itself, we have discussed a feature called as pipeline management. So what is pipeline? Yeah. So pipeline is the process of directing your opportunities to various stages. Or we can say that with pipeline, it provides a visual representations of the sales process from the first contact to final sales. And it also helps the user to identify the several other details which is related to your sales. So this is a short overview that I can provide you with the lead opportunities and pipeline. Now let's move on to detail about this. So right now we are in the dashboard of Odoo CRM. So currently I have installed only the two modules, that is the sales and the CRM module. So when you install this module, all other dependent modules get automatically installed. So let's move on to our CRM module. So when you open this module itself, you will see a pipeline. So this is the pipeline where you will get a quick glance of everything, each and every thing or informations regarding the opportunities that are with you. And you here you have the different stages also. So before getting into this opportunity and all, let's start with the lead. So here you can see you have the option to create the lead. So before moving on to that, so in order to get this lead over here, you have to enable the option called leads from the settings of your CRM module. So once you enable the option over here, then only you would be able to see the lead menu over here. So let's move on to the option. So here you can see the tree view of the lead. So in this view itself, you can see certain options like here you have the lead name, emails, phone, city, country, salesperson, sales team. And here you also have an option to add other details. So as per your need, what you can do is that you can just click on this. So automatically this detail would also be coming up in this view. So basically for this purpose, we have these options over here. So as per your need, what you can do is you can just add it, or if you want, you can just remove that. So here we have these options. Then here itself, we have a different sets of views. Like here we have the list view. Then we also have the Kanban view. Then we have the calendar view, and then the pivot view, as well as the graph view, and also have the options to see the activities. So from this, basically you can see all the activities that is assigned to your lead. So from the form view or from the this view itself, you have certain sets of view, like as I told you, list, Kanban, and a wide variety of view. Then over here itself, you can see the options to create the lead. So from this option, you can create the lead, and here you are seeing is already created lead. So just simply click on this create button. So when you click on this create button, a form will appear where you have the option to provide the name of the lead. So here you can provide the name of your lead. Suppose I'm creating a lead. So suppose if I have created here a simple lead that is to discuss about some proposals. So here I have the option to mention the probability. So here you can see automatically here one probability is there. So once I remove that option, so here you can see automatically here options come. That is here. Otherwise here you will see a percentage or the probability is automatically computed. So basically this probability is computed by Odoo. So that is based upon a certain base law and all. So based upon certain base law, this probability is being automatically computed by Odoo. Or otherwise, we also have the option to provide the probability over here manually. So here you can manually provide the probability also. Then here you have the options to provide the company name and all. So here you can provide your company name, and you can provide the address. You can further provide the details like the contact name, email, job position, phone, mobile, and all. And also have certain options like to mention the website, language, and here also have the mention or have the option to mention the salesperson as well as the sales team. So for this particular lead also you can mention the salesperson as well as the sales team who would be dealing or carrying this lead forward. Then here also you have certain options like priorities. So with this option, you can also prioritize your leads. So suppose if in your organization, if you find any of these leads are very prior to you, you can just mention the priority over here. So here we have different sets of priority like medium, high, or very high. So these options are also over here to provide this. Then here we have an option to mention the tag. So basically we can say this tag works like a keyword, or we can say or label that help you to categorize your work. So it can be also a useful source for filtering. So here you can mention your tag. So basically we can say it is with this tag also it makes an objective as well as the goal clear as available for everyone instantly. So everyone can use this tag or they can use it as a keyword and all. So for this you can use this tag over here. So like this you can mention the tag also. And when you click on this itself, when you click on this tag, you have the options to change the color of the tag also. Then if you want to hide it in the Kanban view, you can also do that also. So certain other options or features with this tag also we are having over here. Then that is with the tag. Then here you have the option to mention any kind of internal note. Suppose while creating this lead itself, if you want to provide any kind of note, you can mention that note over here. Then we have an extra info tab. So under this tab, you have the certain informations. Like here you can provide certain informations regarding the campaign and also the medium from which you came to know about this company or so, and also have the option to mention the sources. So here you can see all the kind of sources and all. Then here you have the option to mention the referred by, so which with by whom it is referred and all. And in analysis part you can see the assigned date and all. So with extra info tab you will have a certain informations regarding the tracking and all. So this is all, or this is all the fields that we are having while creating the lead. So here we have the options to save the lead. So once I save the lead, you can see this informations over here. So suppose if I am also providing certain kind of priority also. Okay. So when you scroll down itself, you can see means whatever you do in the chatter box, you can see all the things that you create over here that would be automatically comes here. So that would be automatically filled over here, a kind of chatter we can say. Then here also you have certain informations or features like if you want to send any kind of message, you can also send a particular message to that person who is creating this lead or who is the, we can say, the customer. So here you can mention the message and all. So here you have this provision to do that. So once you do that, you can see automatically everything comes in the chatter. Then if you want to provide any kind of log note also, you can do that. So for that options we are having over here. Then we are having the option here is to schedule the activity. So for this particular lead, we have the option to schedule the activities. So when you click on that option, here you have the option to mention the activity types. So here you can see already created activity types, and you can also create activity types as per your need. So that we will discuss later. So that for that also we have separate option. So right now you can see all the created activities over here. Then here you can mention any summary, that is discuss. Then here you can mention the due date as well as the assigned to date. So here you can mention the due date. So suppose if I am planning for this lead, I am planning to have a discussion for tomorrow. So what I can do is that I can mention the tomorrow's date and can mention the assigned person. And here you also have a certain section to provide a kind of description. Means while scheduling an activity itself, if you want to provide a certain brief discussion or a brief a brief discussion or a description of what you are actually meaning for this activities also you can mention here. And here you have a certain options also, like if you want this bold, you can have the option to create this as bold and also change the size and all. So certain other informations and other options we are having over here, so that can be done from here. And we have the options to then schedule. So from here we can schedule the activities, and from here also you have the option to schedule the next activity also. So these options we are having over here. So suppose I am scheduling this. Okay. So right now I have scheduled an activity. So you can see automatically in the chatter box it comes, that is a discussion is scheduled for tomorrow. And here you have other certain information marked as done, edit and cancel. So these you can see, that is here you can see the planned activities, the informations come. So what I actually mean to say is that within the form, or within this form, that is within this lead form itself, you have a several functions or several features to act upon, like regarding the lead, then regarding other informations, providing other informations, then sending the message, providing note and scheduling the activity. That is from the single form view itself you can do several activities over here. So this is one of the thing that is we want to discuss about. So this is how you can create the lead. So let's save this lead. So here you can see when I save this lead, then I have the options to convert it to opportunity and mark it as lost. So before moving or before discussing upon how we can convert a lead into opportunity, we can see several other options for creating or for lead management also. We can see other several options and all. So let's move back to the lead. So here you can see, so here you would be able to see the lead that we have created. That is here, that is to discuss about the proposal. So here you can see the details. So here is the lead that we have created. So in this view itself you have the options like filters, group by and favorites and all. So in filter itself you have a certain other options like to view my activities. So here you would be able to see the leads that is assigned to you, then also the unassigned leads. So basically in order to filter out the things as per the customer need, we have these options, or as per the user need we have these further features like this. Then the lost and all, then other like the creation date, based upon the creation date and all we can just filter out the lead. So for providing, so basically with this filter it means to provide a easier or a user friendly interface, like that means with this step itself you would be able to see the things. So like late activities, today activities and future activities and all. And with group by itself you have the certain informations to group by these leads based upon different salespersons and all. So here you can see for each salesperson how many leads are there and all. So based upon the salesperson you can group by your lead. So that would be very easy for a person who is dealing with all this. Then based upon the sales team he can do like that also. Then other options like based upon the city, here you can see based upon the city how many leads are there, based upon the country. So for this purpose, we are having this filter as well as the group by options. Then also have this favorite options. So favorite in the option sense means suppose in certain cases you would be frequently using this option. Suppose if you want to know this lead based upon the salespersons as well as the sales team that you need every month and all those details and all. So what you can do is that you can save this current search. So once you do that, so automatically when you once you come again to your lead, you can just go to this favorites and you can just select this options. So based upon the filter that you have provided over there, the leads would be classified. So here you can see. So yeah, with filters, group by and favorites and all, we have this wide varieties of options that really make us very easy workflow. So these are some of the options that we are having with the leads. Now, let us go to the configuration as well as the settings of the lead. So, as we have discussed about the lead, that is, lead is a, we can say that lead represents the potential customer with whom you have not established a kind of relationship yet, or the kind of persons who shows interest in what you're selling. So with lead management, in case of Odoo, we have a different sets of options that to generate the leads. So among them, the first one is through incoming mails. So here we have the option called as incoming mail. So basically, we can provide the mail over here. So what happens is that you can use this option for, I mean, we can use the company email to trigger the lead generation. So from here you can provide the email. So every mail which is sent to this mail ID would be automatically generated as the lead. So for that purpose, we have this option called as incoming mail. So it is one of the lead generation method we can say. So in Odoo, we have one of the technique is that through incoming mails. So here you can mention the mails. So before that, you have to make sure that you have configured the outgoing as well as the incoming mail server with your company. So for that, you have the options in the settings. So here, first of all, you have to make sure that the mail servers are configured. So if any of the customer or any of your client mails through this mail ID, so it would be automatically generated as the lead, and that would we would be able to see under the leads menu. So there we would be able to see the leads that is generated from these incoming mail. So this is one of the technique for the lead management, or we can say the lead generation. So this is one technique that is from incoming mails. Okay. Then the second one is to generate the leads through website. So that is the second option through which we can generate the lead. So for that is that you can just means to conduct the process. The Odoo has an application which is named as contact form. So this integrate a contact form in your contact us page in the website. So which automatically creates a lead in Odoo CRM. That is, suppose if your customer contacts you through website. So in website, we have a module or we can say an application called as contact us. So the contact us page in the website. So if your customer contacts you through that page, that is the contact us page, automatically that would be generated as a lead in Odoo CRM. So that would be automatically coming under the leads options. So those leads that is created from the website would be automatically coming over this option. So from here you would be able to see all those leads. So that is the second method to generate the leads through website. So first one we have discussed regarding the incoming mails. So anyone who send the mails to the email that we are setting over here, that would be automatically generated as the lead, and that would be shown in the lead menu over here. And similarly, the next one is to generate the leads through website. So anyone who contact you through the contacts text page in your website, it will be generated as a lead. Then when you come down here, you can see a separate tab called lead generation. So here you have a certain other lead generation techniques like visit to lead, then lead enrichment, lead mining, then Outlook, CRM extensions and all. So we can see first option is visit to lead. So basically visit to lead we can say, so here with this visit to lead, it converts your website visitor into lead. So using this, it tracked the IP address of your visitors to transform them from just a random number of people who is looking at your website to a lead in CRM. So for that purpose, we are using this visit to lead options. So basically, it converts the visitor of your website into lead and perform the data enrichment based upon their IP address. So for that, we are having this option called as visit to lead option. So we can see how it is work. So I have enabled the options in the settings. So here you can see when you enable that option, here you will see the options of the visit to lead rule. So here you can create the visit to lead rule. So before creating the rule, here you can see that is one credit is consumed per visitor matching the website traffic condition and whose companies can be identified. So basically, this visit to lead rule is a paid service. So for which you have to purchase the credit. So that's why it is showing over here that you need a credit as per the visitors. So basically, it is a paid service. So what you can do is that you can just create a rule name over here. So here you can provide the rule name, and then here you have the certain other options like data tracking, that is based upon the companies or whether you want the companies as well as their contacts. So when I enable this option, you can see in the right side another thing comes, that is make sure that you know if you have the GDRP complaints of storing the personal data. So these are certain other things that deals with the credit and all, since it is a paid service. So you should make sure you have all this available, then only you would be able to perform or able to generate the leads through this feature, that is the visit to lead rule. Then here you have the certain informations coming under the website traffic condition, where you can mention the countries, website, URL page and sequence. So here you can mention your website page and all. So based upon this, those customer who comes to your page or visit your page, we will automatically track the IP address of the visitors, and then we can just transform those random peoples who have just looked into your website as a lead in CRM. Then also you have the certain informations to provide here is regarding the opportunity generation conditions. So based upon the industry also you can categorize your lead. So obviously these all features we are having here is because for every organization or for every business we only need effective or efficient customers. So likewise, for filtering out in that sense, or filtering out or in order to get the effective customers, we are having this option so that we can filter out on based on the industries, then on the size, company size and all. So here we have the certain other informations to provide upon. If you want to filter on the size, you can use that options, you can enable this boolean field and all. Then regarding this contact filters also, that is based upon the role or seniority wise you want to do that, you can do that. Then other informations like opportunity data means here whether you want to means whether you are expecting the lead or opportunity. So once a person means whose IP address we are tagging, whether we want to convert them as a lead or directly as an opportunity. So those options also we are having over here to do that. Then we also have the option to mention the sales team as well as the salesperson. Then here also similarly we have the options to mention the track and priority. So currently uh, I don't have the credit. So basically I said since it is a paid service, so you have to purchase the credit and all. So and moreover you need a website module to be installed. So currently for now I have installed only the CRM and sales module. So that's why I cannot show you how it works like that. But we have this features like this. So once you install all those things and you have the credits and all, you can use this feature to create the lead or to generate the lead or opportunity. So this is another lead generation technique, that is visit to lead route. Now let's again go to the settings of your CRM. Then there we have the next option, that is when you come down here you can see the next option called as lead enrichment. So basically, lead enrichment, we can say this method will help you to enrich your lead automatically with company data, that is based upon their email address. So based upon the email address of the company, of a so and so company, you can just enrich your lead. So yes, we can say it is yet another technique for lead management or lead generation, we can say. So it is a yet another technique. So here also you can see you will get the options to buy a credit. So as said for the visit to lead also, it is also a paid service. So for which you need to purchase the credit. So here you will see when you click on this buy credit options, it will take you to the page where you will from where you can know the details of the credit purchase and all. So let's see how it is work. So basically as I told you, enrich with these options you can enrich your lead automatically. So for that we can see when you enable this option, so suppose if I am taking or creating a lead itself. So So suppose I have enabled the options in the settings called lead enrichment. And suppose if I am creating a lead called as test, and here if I am provide, so here suppose if I am not providing any other informations rather than an email address. Okay. So if I am providing the email address like test@gmail.com. So here you can see I have just provided the email address only. So when I have provided the email address only, you can see automatically a button comes over here, that is to enrich. So this is what I was telling you. That is, this method will help you to enrich your lead automatically with the company data, which is based upon the email address. So basically, if you have the only email address with you, you can generate the lead. So let me give you an example. Suppose as a salesperson, if you have received a number of business cards and all, but you don't remember what to do with them, so in that case you can just create a lead that I have created right now. And what you can do is that you can just enter the email address in that. So with business card, you would have the email address, but you don't know the exact person who about them and all. So what you can do is that you can just enter the email address over there, and then you can just click on the enrich option. So when you do so, it will fetch all the address as well as the informations regarding the company on the basis of the email address that you're providing over here. But right now you can see when I come down, they will show that lead enrichment based upon the email address, that is your balance of lead enrichment is insufficient. So please go to your IAP account to buy the credit. So this is what I was telling, that it is a paid service for which you need to buy the credit. So here you can see I have, when I have clicked on this IAP account, it has taken you to the this page from where you can buy credits for your lead generation. So for further details of or to know more about this, you can just check this one. So right now we can see we don't have a sufficient credit, so that's why it's showing like this. So basically, we can say that lead enrichment is a method by which you can enrich your lead by simply getting or simply knowing the email address of the company. So obviously, we can say that is it is yet another lead generation technique, but it is a paid service, obviously. So this is about the lead generation. Then we have the option called as lead mining. So, okay, here also it is a paid service. So, for which you have to buy the credits. That's why it is showing over here. So, with this itself, you can also see here you have a question mark. So, basically, this icon will take you to the documentations of the lead mining and all. So for providing or for viewing the documentations of lead mining, you can just click on that option. So it will take you to the document page. So basically we can say with Odoo 14, this is one thing that has been brought up in the settings of each and every modules, that we have the options to view the documentations from the field itself. So this is a few new feature that is brought up in the Odoo 14. So yeah, so here I have enabled the lead mining option. So you would be able to see that option as lead mining request. Yeah. So here you have the option called as lead mining request. So from here you can create the lead mining request. So it is an in-app purchase feature. So each generated lead will cost some credit. So here we can say using lead mining means in any business, we can say getting quality leads is always an essential part in order to keep your business grow. So by this we can do that. So by this lead mining request or lead mining, it allows you to generate the leads from the scratch directly from your database. So here what you can do is that here you can mention the count as well as the companies as well, or as their contacts, like that you can see. So when I make company and their contacts, the additional informations comes, that is with the role as well as the seniority basis. So right now suppose if I'm using the company, then here I have the options to mention the countries and all, then here the states, then industries also. So here industry wise also I can, what I can separate the leads and all. So suppose if I want the leads only from particular industry, I can mention that. So this is as per the client or the customer requirement. So or you can say with your company's requirement. So if you're preferring the leads from so and so industry, you can make that over here. Then you have the options to filter them on the basis of the type, or sorry, on the basis on the size also you have these options. Then here you have the options type, whether you want it leads or opportunity, or means using this request any of the thing that is coming to you, whether you want to convert them into a lead or opportunity. For that you have the options over here. Then you have the options to mention the sales team as well as the salesperson to the request you are creating, and also the options to create the default tags. So we can say that using these options, what we can do is that we can just target the leads based upon the certain sets of criterias, like states, countries, industries, and so on. So which will help you to generate the leads based upon your need, or we can say only the quality leads that is needed to you. So for that purpose you can do like this, and you can just click on the submit button. So when you click on that, obviously the pop-up will come that you don't have the enough credit to submit this request, and they will ask you to recharge your IAP account and try again. So this is what I told you earlier, that is it is a paid service. So for that you have to buy the credits. So that is regarding the lead mining. So if you had the credit, you will have the options to get the quality leads based upon the criterias or the filters that you are providing. So this is yet another options of lead mining, or the options for creating or generating the leads. Let's go back to the settings. So these are some of the lead generation techniques, like visit to leads and lead enrichment, lead mining, and all. Then the new one, or we can say with Odoo 14, an additional feature has been brought up in the lead generation, is the Outlook CRM extension. So with this, the Odoo CRM extension, so the Odoo CRM extension is a connector that basically bridges your Outlook mailbox with your with your Odoo database. So basically for that, that is the Outlook extension will basically required to be configured both in Odoo as well as in Odoo. So when you enable this, you will means it will the turns email received in your Outlook mailbox into the lead and log their content as well as the internal load would be automatically generated in the Odoo. But the thing we have to note that is that your Outlook mailbox should be connected with the Odoo databases. So if that configured only, you would be able to use this functionality called as Outlook CRM extensions. So every email that is received in your Outlook mailbox will be turned into lead in Odoo. So for that function or for that functionality, we have brought up this new feature in case of Odoo 14, that is Outlook CRM extension. And if you want to know more about this, you can just check the documentations of the Outlook extensions, where you can see the necessary details that you need to use these options. So for this, you have to connect Odoo and this Outlook together. So these are the certain informations. You can just check on the documentations over there. So yeah. So regarding the lead management or lead generations, we have these certain options. So the certain options that we have discussed was, first of all, through the incoming mail we can do that. Then we have the options like we can generate the leads through website, then this visit to leads, lead enrichment, lead mining, and then Outlook CRM extension. So these are some of the lead generation techniques we can say in case of uh, Odoo. Now let's go back to our leads. So we have discussed certain lead generation techniques and all. Now let's go back to our leads. Now let's see how we can convert this lead to opportunity. So for that, let's take our lead. So this one is the lead that we have created. So for this lead, suppose I am providing certain priority also. Okay. So for this lead, you can see all the scheduled activities as well as the other things that is being done with this lead. So here I have the options to convert this to opportunity. So here you can see when I convert this to opportunity, a pop-up window comes where I have the options for conversion actions like convert to opportunity or merge with the existing opportunity. So, so with this we can say that at certain point, Odoo will also automatically propose to manage the opportunity. That is, if they have the same email address and all. So when merging the opportunity, the Odoo merges the informations into opportunity which was created first, giving priority to the informations that is present on the first opportunity. So for that, we are having the options like merge with the existing opportunity. So for that, we are having this option called as merge with existing opportunity. So when you click on that, here you will have the options to mention those opportunities with the same mail address, or we can say with the same informations, so that we can merge them together. So from here you will have the options to do that and select one while merging this opportunity, or otherwise you have the options to convert them to opportunity. But when you merge this with opportunity, as I told you, you will able to select those other opportunity with which you want to merge this newly created opportunity. Otherwise, you can see when you convert this to opportunity, here you will have the other options like assign. Then you have the options like assign this opportunity to. Then here you have regarding the salespersons, then the sales team. So here you can mention the salesperson as well as the sales team to which you can assign this lead. So basically regarding the salesperson as well as the sales team, we will be discussing in later session. Then here, when you come down, you have the options with the customers. So with customers, we have the options like whether you want to create it as a new customer or whether you want to link it with an existing customer. And if so, you can provide the name of the customer over here. Or if you don't want to link it to any customer also, you have this option. So if you want to create a new customer, obviously you can create a customer. So right now, if I'm choosing that I don't want to link it to a customer, so what I do is then I click on opportunity. So right now you can see I have marked it as an opportunity. So when I marked it as an opportunity, automatically the other new fields you can see or new buttons you can see which has come over here, that is regarding the new quotations, then mark it as won, then mark it as lost and all. So right now it is converted into opportunity. So here you can see in the chatter, that is the type, that is lead, is converted into opportunity. So here you can see that. So let's move on, or let's see that in the my pipeline. So basically in this my pipeline, you will get a quick overview of each and every opportunities that are having with you. So in the pipeline, you are able to see all the opportunities with you. So here you can see the opportunities with you. So here you can see the created. So in this pipeline itself, you will get a overview, or from this pipeline itself you will get a several informations regarding the opportunity. Like here you can see if any tag you are providing, also you can see the tag of this tag which is provided to this opportunity, and you can also see the priority of this opportunity and the corresponding salesperson also. And here you have this clock view. So when you open this clock view, it will show the activities that you have assigned for that particular opportunity. So here you will able to see the activities and all. So when I converted this to opportunity, here you can see besides probability, you also have the option to mention the expected revenue over this. So here you can mention the expected revenue for this particular opportunity. So here you can mention your amount also. So here you can mention the amount, means you can mention this much amount is being expected for converting this opportunity into an effective sale and all. So here you can mention the expected revenue and all. So when you come to pipeline itself, you can see since I have added the revenue over here, you can see the details also over here. And also here you can see the different stages. So basically, these are the different stages through which you are carrying your opportunity. So these stages may differ as per your company or as per your requirement. The stages can be differ. So right now, in case of Odoo, we have a default set of stages through which we are taking this opportunity. So first of all, since I get this opportunity, I get this lead and I have converted this to a new opportunity. Now what I can do is that if I am okay with that opportunity, I can just drag and drop this opportunity to different stages. So here you can see when I simply drag and drop to different stages, automatically here you can see a progress bar over here. So here above you can see certain progress bar with different colors and all. So here you can see when I take this, here you can see two plants. So here in the progress bar you have a green color. So basically this color signifies the activities that you schedule. So since it shows green color, because here we have planned the activities, so obviously since it is planned one, it would be shown in green color. And if it is an overdue, it would be shown in red color. And if it is scheduled for today, it is shown in yellow color. So on the basis of that, here you can see in the progress bar the different colors. Based upon the activities, you can see the different colors. And here also you can see the total revenue. So here you can see the amount based upon the different revenue that we have provided for each and every opportunity. So when I move this opportunity to the next stage also, you can see here the revenue at this stage increases. So likewise you can change this opportunity through different stages. So as I told you, these stages you can make the changes and all. So with this options that in this options, like we have the options to edit the stages. So here you can change the name as per your need, also as per your requirement you can change the need names over here. Then you also have certain options to mention whether that particular stage you are creating is a one stage for the opportunity and all. And also have the option to mention the sales team also. So if you want to mention a particular stage to a sales team, you can also have the options to mention the sales team. And here you can provide your team requirement as for different stages and also those options are also we are having. So these are some of the features, or we can say the options we are having with the stages and all. So from here also you can create a new opportunity. That is when you click on this plus button, here you would have the options to quick add some opportunity. So here you can provide the contact and then opportunity name, email, phone and expected revenue. That is from this overview, from this pipeline also you can create an opportunity by simply clicking on this plus button, and also can mention the priority, or otherwise you can just simply convert the lead into particular opportunity. So that options we are having. Then as I told you, if you want to move the leads, you can just drag and drop your leads from one state to next state, so automatically its revenue and all other changes can be seen. And suppose here you can see from this option. So from here I told you that we have the options to see the activities that is already planned, or the activities that is being set to the particular opportunity. So suppose here you can see you have the option to mark it as done. So suppose if you have done that, what you can do is that you can just simply click mark as done options, and here you can provide the feedback also. So from here you have the option to do that. That is from this pipeline itself. You can just click on the activities, you can schedule the activities also. And once it is done, you can mention done it as and done. Or otherwise, if you want to add another activity to it also, you can do that also. So suppose if I click on done and schedule activity, you can see again it will take me to the next activity page. Yeah, so this is how it goes like this. So if I am scheduling that, yes, automatically that would be scheduled to this. So this is how, that is it is planned to call. That is in within 3 days I have to call this person, so that is planned. So you have this option. So you, if you want to change it to different stages, you can just drag and drop, or otherwise when you open this itself you can just move them to the next stages like that. So for that also you have the options within the form view also you can do, or within the pipeline also you can simply change the state. So right now you can see my stage is changed into the proposition stage, which I have done or changed the stage from the form view. So here you can see, then here at the top also you can see all the leads, opportunities and all. So here you can see other two options, that is the 5 late opportunities, that is the late activities that we have assigned. So here you can see all of them are in I mean red color. This is because these are overdue or the late activities. So with Odoo 14 you can see the interface is widely changed. So here you can see in this view itself, from here itself you can assign the activities to, so for so and so opportunity and all. So here you can see the late activities and all. That is what I mean to say is that from this clock options or the or this clock icon itself, you can see all the late activities or today's activities that need to be done based on this, and also the future activities if it is assigned and so. So like these options are also possible with this. And when you come to pipeline also, as I told you, with the lead, we also have a different sets of options over here. That is different views, the Kanban view, list view and all. So with Odoo 14, we can say that the interface is widely changed. So here now the interface is made very easy to understand and all. So from here itself, if you want to chat with a particular person, what you can do is that suppose if I want to constantly chat with the mark demo, I can just simply click on the picture icon of this mark demo and can send him the message. So the chat has become very easy within a few steps. You can do that is within this form view itself. You can just click on the chat options and you can chat from here itself. So obviously it has made Odoo 14 has brought up certain new features like that. And from here itself, you can also schedule the activities. So with Odoo 14, we can obviously say the user interface has made more efficient as well as more flexible for the users. Then as I told you, you also have the options to add other certain options also. As per your need, you can do that. Then we have other certain views like the calendar view, then comes the cohort view, graph view and all, then the dashboard view. So basically with all this view we can provide, or the user will get a quick glance of everything that is happening and all. So from here you can view all the activities that is scheduled to your different opportunities. So here we have a wide varieties of options to view your opportunity as per your need and all. So with this pivot view also, we have the different sets of measures on which we can do that. So here we have different measures on that is we can do that on the basis of expected revenue and all. Then also we can have the options over here that is based upon the country or the company name to see the different expected revenue in different stages and all. So here also we have the options to do that. So here also we can add the measures, and from here also you can add the measures. So we can say that with these different sets of views, it obviously provides a great interface or a great instance for the users. So like those features or the views we are having with the opportunity pipeline management and all. Then obviously as said with the case of filters and group by, in case of lead also I have mentioned the case. So here also we have the certain options like there. Then here we also have the options to see the won as well as the lost opportunities. Then here also have the custom filters. So here on the basis of our need, we can also add the custom filters. So you can see with this custom filter itself, you have a lot of options over here to add upon. So here you can do that custom filter or use this option and all. And with group by also you have the options to add the custom groups and all. So with this you will have a wide set of options to do that. So here you can see you will have different options to do. So this is the case with the interface, I can say. So let's go back to our opportunity. So with this, now you can see in this form view itself of the opportunity, I have the options to create the meeting. So once I click on this itself, I can just create the meeting from here also. So suppose if just drag and drop this here, and here you will get the options to mention or create the meeting and all. So from here you can just simply create that. So yeah, with this we can say it is quite simple to assign the meetings or you can schedule the meetings and all. It is quite very easy for this. Then we have the options over here. So here we have the options, that is whether we want to mark it as a won or lost. So suppose if you are okay with this opportunity, what you can do is that you can mark it as a won. So automatically it will move to the stage, moves sorry, it will move to the won stage. So once it is won or this opportunity is okay with us, we can convert this. So when you want to convert this, you can mark it as won. So when you mark it as won, you can see a ribbon like thing where you can see the tag of won is showing. So this is how you do, is you mark it as, or mark your opportunities as won. So you have the option to mark it as a won as well as to mark it as a lost also. Then here in the, also we have the option. So in this action button also you can see you have certain options. So you can send email to that particular customer of yours. So if you have mentioned the customer as well as the email address of your customer, then what you can do is that you can just send an email also, option is also there. That is, while creating the lead also you will have the option to send them by email. So when you click on that, the particular recipient's name would be here, subject is also here. Then here you can provide any kind of descriptions or that you want to convey to that particular customer. So that option is also we are having in case of opportunity, and also as in case of lead also you can see that option. Then you also have the option to send them an SMS text message. So for that, make sure that you have entered a valid phone number. So for sending the SMS text message, make sure that you have provided the phone number and all. And here you can also message, you can provide the message and receipt name and all. But I think for this also you need to purchase, or it is a paid service. This SMS text message is, in case of Odoo, is a paid service. So for that you have to add credit and all. So that is also needed in case of this. So this is how we can see. Now when I have converted this into want stage, automatically you can see it is turned into the want stage. So this is how we can say we convert the lead into opportunity. So here you can see the pipeline of the opportunity and all. So this is how we can say the lead is converted into opportunity. Then we can see how we can send quotations for this particular opportunity and all. So before moving on to that, let's discuss the some other fields that is related over here. Then here we have the certain menu for sales. So here sales, we have first option is regarding my pipeline. So in my pipeline, you can basically see all the related informations of your opportunities and other details, stages and different views and all. Then you have the options to see the activities also. So based upon your activities, here you can see the different opportunities that is being classified. So for that we are having the option or the menu over here called as my activities. Then here you would have the options to see the quotations. So basically we will see how these opportunities are converted into quotations. So before moving on to that, we can see the other informations that we have incorporated in CRM, Odoo CRM. So here we have these options to view all the quotations, and with this itself you can see the different status of these quotations, and also can schedule the activities also from here, and you can chat with the concerned person and all. So you have these options to view this. Then here you have the options to view the team pipeline. So basically with this team, you would be able to see the sales team that you have created within your company. So for creating the teams, we have the options for creating the sales teams under the configurations. So here basically with this, you will get the pipeline view of the sales team, and with this sales team itself you can see the certain other informations with the sales team, like 8 open opportunities are there with this Europe sales team. So you can see the other related open opportunities of this sales team. So since these all opportunities or this or yeah opportunities are not converted into one stage, so that's why it's showing as an open opportunities. Then also have the 4 quotations with the sales team and their different status, and also can see one order to invoice option. So one sale order is being created but it is not yet invoiced, so certain informations. So with this team pipeline management itself you can see the other informations or the related informations with your sales team and the things that are assigned to your sales team. So these are some of the options with that. So like this you have also here you can see the invoicing targets and all provided over here, and on different months you can see classification done over here. New opportunity from 19 to 15 for America sales team, new opportunity 6 opportunities and one new opportunity is there. So like those classifications you can see from here, or we can create the sales team from this. So here we have the options to create a sales team. So let's, here you can see the already created 2 sales teams. Now let's create a new sales team from here. So basically here you will have the options to provide the name of your sales team. So from here what you can do is that you can provide the name of your sales team, and then here you have the options called as quotation. So you can simply check this box if you send quotations to your customer rather than confirming orders straight away. So for that, if like so, you can tick this field called quotation. Then if you want to show them in your pipeline, that what we have seen here, that is under teams, you have seen the pipeline of the particular set of teams. So if you want to see that option also, you can use this option or enable this option called as pipeline. Then you have the option that is lead. So you can check this box to filter as well as qualify the incoming request as leads before converting them into opportunities and assigning them to a particular salesperson. So for that, you can just check this option. Then here you have the option to mention the team leader. So here you can mention the team leader and all. Then here you have the option to configure, or you can mention the email alias. So what you can do is that here you can create any of your sales team, and here you can also configure custom domain. So basically here we can set email so that you can see that is in sales team. Yeah. So with email aliasing, what they are basically meaning is that here you can set a email so that any mail that is sent to this will make an opportunity in the pipeline for the particular sales channel or the sales group. So for that, you have to configure them in the configurations or in the settings, general settings, you have to configure the custom domain. That's why it is showing over here. So once it is done, you will be able to provide the email over here. So for that, it is provided here. Then here you have the option to mention the invoicing target. So here you can mention the invoicing target. So here you can provide basically the revenue target for your particular sales team. Then here you have the options to accept the mail from different. Here you have the options to select it from everyone, then followers only, then authenticated partners and all. Here you have the certain informations. Then here you have the info to add the team members. So from here you can just simply click on this and you can just add the so and so team members to your sales team, or you can also create a new one also. So if you want to add a new sales team, you can just select this and you can add. So it is as simple as to create a sales team and all. So to add members also. So here you see that Michelle admin, a sales team is created. So I have logged in as Michelle admin, you can see. So that's why it is showing like that. And you can just save this sales team. So now when you come to this team, you will also able to see the pipeline for the corresponding sales team that you have created. So here you can see the expected revenue that I have given the 50,000. So that's what it is showing over here. So here you can see the expected revenue that you are providing over here. So the sales team that you're creating from this menu, you will have different options to whether you want to show that in the pipeline and not. And if you don't want to show that sales team in the pipeline, you can just enable the tick over there. So here for each sales team also you can see the pipeline and all. So here I have selected the pipeline option. That's why it is showing over here the pipeline for the sales team called Europe. So this is the options that we are having with the teams as well as the sales team. So this here we have the team pipeline management and other informations with that. Then we have the options with customers. So from the CRM module itself, what you can do is that you can just create your customers. So here you can see a list of your customers that is already being created over here. So these are the list of customers that are already created. Now let's see how we can create a new customer. And with this customer view, it's a have different views like list view, and can also see any of the activities that is scheduled for each customer and all. So here also you have the different sets of views, filters, group by and all. So now let's create a new customer. So suppose if I create a new customers called James. So here itself I have informations like individual or company. So when I click on this individual, I have the options to provide the company details. So if I select that it is whether this James is a company, so you can see automatically the field goes from here. So like these options we are having over here. So this one that we are having options. Then here we have the options to mention the company address over here. So here you can simply mention the company address, street, city, states, and tax ID, and other informations like job positions and phone number and email and all. So just providing the email and also the website link and all. Then when you come down here, you can see other certain information. So here you can see a different sets of tab. So here you have the contact and address tab. So from here, simply you can add your address. So with address itself, in Odoo, we have the wide varieties of options to add upon. That is, we have this contact options, then the invoice addresses, delivery addresses, then other addresses, private address, and so on options. So we have a wide varieties of options with the address itself. So here you can provide the address and other emails and phone and mobile details and all. So with this tab, we are having those features. Then we have the sales and purchase tab. So with sales and purchase tab, you have certain other informations like here you have the options to mention the salesperson. So here you can mention the salesperson. So that is the internal user who is in charge of this. We can say like that. So here you can mention the salesperson also. So suppose I am providing my salesperson as Michelle Admin. So here also have the option to mention the payment terms. So payment terms is we can say it regroup, or we can say it is something that consider all the conditions which comes under, or we can say the conditions under which the sales is complete and paid. So means they can be applied to the sale orders, customer invoice. Here you can see certain options like immediate payment, 15 days and 21 days and other things. That is within how much day you are making the payment, we can say. So it is a certain sets of conditions under which a sales is complete and paid. So for that we are having this options called as payment terms. So suppose if you are providing the payment terms or mentioning the payment terms for your customer from here itself, that is from the contact form of the customer also. So you can see while creating the sale or sale order and all, automatically you can see the selected payment terms would be pre-filled in case of sale while creating the quotation and all. So let's suppose if I'm giving for my this contact or customer as the payment term immediate payment, then you have these options over here. Then for purchase also, that is for sales as well as purchase also, you have the options to mention the payment terms, also the payment methods also. Then you have the option called as physical information. So here we have the option called physical position. So basically physical positions are used to adapt the taxes and accounts for particular customers or sale orders or invoices. So we can say that since we know that for every state or country the taxes are different. Yeah. So for while doing suppose so while we are doing the purchase or sales, there will be change in currency values and tax rate and all. So what happens is that in Odoo, by default, based upon the customer location, states or country, we can map the tax and accounts accordingly. So for that function, we are having this functionality called as fiscal position. So basically, this is the part of the accounting module. So you have the options to create the physical positions, tax related things in the account. So right now I have not installed the accounting module. Then we have the options over here to provide the reference. So from here you can provide any kind of reference. So it is normal a text field. So here you can provide anything and can also mention the website too. So this is something coming under the sales and purchase tab of your customer. Then you have the invoicing tab. So with invoicing tab, you can provide the bank account details as well as the account number. And then you have the internal note field. So in the internal note, you can provide the note informations and all. Or if you want to provide a certain kind of note and all, you can just simply create over here. So here you can provide that options and all. And here you can see with customer also you have the options to send message, log note and schedule the activity. So suppose if I save this, you can see the contact is created. So for this, the contact is created. Then you have the options to log note, schedule the activities and all. So like those functionalities or features we are having over here with the contact. So with contact with customer itself, you have certain smart buttons to view the opportunities or to see the meetings, sales and invoices and all. So for this particular customer, if you have any kind of opportunity, that you can be able to access from here. So automatically the count would be increasing on the basis of the opportunity for that particular customer. Then you can also schedule the meetings from here also. So if any kind of meeting is scheduled for that particular customer, automatically here the count would be increased. And similarly with the case of the sales as well as invoices. So this is how the customer is being generated or being created in case of Odoo CRM. So these are the certain details and all we are having regarding the customers. So from the search, you can see the customer that I have created. So here you can see the customer that you have created. Now in the configurations, let's see the some other options. Okay. So in the configuration, next thing is we have discussed about the sales team. Now the next thing is regarding the activity types. So yeah, So while dealing with the leads, opportunity, customer, and all, we have seen that we have the options to schedule the activities. So there we have seen certain activities that is already created. And while dealing with the leads, I have told you that we can also create the activity as per our need. So from here, you will have the options to create the activities. So from here, within a single click itself, you can just create an activity. So here you have the certain other informations that is related to the activity. So here you can mention the type of your activity. So here, as you can see, that we have created that email, call, meetings and all. Likewise also you can create or provide the name for your activity over here. Then here you have the options to mention the action to perform. So basically, the actions that may trigger specific behavior, like opening of calendar, we can say, or automatically marking as done when a document is uploaded and all. So such kind of actions can be listed over here. Then we have the options to mention the default user and can also mention the default summary. So basically this default summary is nothing but when you schedule an activity and all. So basically in the overview or in the pipeline and all, for that activity you will see a short note summary for that activity. That is what it is meaning. So here you can create the summary for that. And then here you can see you have certain other informations like trigger next activity. So when you enable this options, you can see that default next activity becomes a mandatory fit. So when you disable this, you can see it is not a mandatory one, but when you enable this, you can also provide the next activity. So it becomes the mandatory field over here. So from here, you can just add the next activity. So suppose if someone is using this activity type that you have created. So once this activity is completed, automatically the next activity that you are providing here would be scheduled. So that's why we are having this options over here to do in that case. Then we have this recommend next activities and all, then email templates. Then we also have the options like schedule dates and all. So basically here in schedule dates and all, here the number of days, weeks as well as month can be mentioned, that is before executing the actions can be mentioned. So it allows to plan the action deadline and all. So for that purpose we are having this option. And similarly you can provide a certain kind of descriptions to the activity types that you are creating over here. So these are some of the things that we are having with activities. So from here you can simply create your activity types also. So here you can see already created activities and all. Now with configurations you can see we have the options called as tag. So as I told you, while creating the lead or opportunity and all, we have the option to mention the tag. So tag is nothing but it works as a keyword, or we can say it works as a label that will help you to categorize your work as well as make an objective as well as goal of everything. So for that you can just simply create on the create button. You can provide any of the name over here, and here you also have the option to mention the color and all, and just simply click on the save button. So like this simply you can create the tag. And suppose if you have multiple tag with you, you can just also import the tag also. So you have the options to import the records also. So yeah, so this import records option is also available in case of leads and opportunities and all. We have this options to record. So if with you have a wide set of records and all, you can just simply import them into Odoo with this option called as import records. So this is with the tags and all. Then the next thing is coming in the configuration is regarding the lost reason. So lost reasons. So before moving into the lost reasons or creating in the lost reasons, let's go to pipeline options. Now from there, let's take any of the opportunity. Suppose Okay, so if I am taking this quotation for 150 carpets, okay, so here I have this opportunity. So we are, so let's see how we can manage this means mark or manage this lost opportunities. So it is quite obvious or quite common, we can say, to lose certain opportunities in business. But however, you need to monitor the reasons why you lost them. So for that, the Odoo can help you in recapturing them later on. So for mentioning means you need to monitor the reasons for why your marking it is lost. So suppose for this opportunity, I am saying or I am marking it as lost. Okay. So here when I am marking it as a lost, here I will get the options to see all the lost reasons. So obviously, as I said, that it is quite common thing to lose the opportunities, but it is always necessary in an organizations or in a business to mention the reason for which we have lost that opportunity. So for this, we can have the options to choose this opportunity. So we can say that this opportunity is too expensive and we can sum it. So once you do that, you can see automatically a ribbon comes with a lost tag over here. So here you have the option to mark it as lost. And here itself you can see when I marked it as a lost one, here I also get a button to restore this. So what I can do is that I can just simply click on the restore option and can also restore that. Or otherwise, you can just simply mark it as lost from here. You can provide the reason and all and submit that, and automatically it would be coming under this lost reasons and all. And you can also archive, or here you can see automatically when I marked it as lost, it is changed into archive state. So once you want to restore this, you can also do that from here. So with this lost opportunities and managing this lost opportunity and all, we have this lot of options. And as I told you, for creating the lost options, we have the options over here. So from here, you can simply click or mention the lost reason. Like you can just simply type this. So it is as simple as to create the lost reasons, or in order to monitor the lost reasons for your opportunities and all within is. And suppose if you want, in order to retrieve your lost opportunities and all means, and if you want, suppose if you want to retrieve your lost opportunities and then conduct certain actions on them, like sending email, make feedback calls, etc. and all. So for that, we have seen one option is to, while marking it as a lost opportunity itself, you have the option to restore that. Otherwise, what you can do is that you can just go to your pipeline. Then here you can see, you can also in this filter. So here I am in the pipeline where I can see all the quotations and all. And in the filter, you can see I have the options to see the last one. Okay, so here I can see, sorry, the last opportunities I can see over here. So, okay, let me do one thing. Okay, so here you can see I have means under the lost reason, the one which I have created has also come over here. So suppose if I am providing this as a lost reasons, and now I am filtering. I mean, if I now I want to retrieve my lost opportunities and all. One thing is to restore from the form view itself, or other thing is that you can just choose this lost opportunities option. So here you can see those opportunities that are lost are coming over here. Okay, then also here you can see we also have this opportunity clarifications, or means we can also filter this lost opportunities based upon the reasons also. Yeah, so here you can see I have mentioned based upon the reasons also. So suppose for that I have to mention, okay, so suppose if I am action, so from here suppose I am taking lost reasons contain, and I'm just applying that. So here you can see for this, yeah, I have means here I have filter out the lost reasons on the basis of, sorry, lost opportunity on the basis of the reasons also. So here you also have this options also. So here you can see I have also filtered out this opportunity based upon the reasons also. So with Odoo, we have these wide varieties or these different sets of informations through which we can track. Now, if I am using this, I have the options to see the lost reasons and all. And I can also see I have the options to schedule the activities and all over here also. So this is regarding, we can see the case with the lost reasons and all. So if you want to restore that, you have the option to restore that also. So certain other things like this means in the pipeline for the lost reasons also you can filter out this. Then with this itself, you have the options to see the unassigned leads. So those leads which are not assigned also, you have the options to view those unassigned leads also. You can easily able to see them and you can also assign them. So as I told you, with filter and group by, we can easily custom or we can easily customize the thing that which we want to view the things and all. So it makes a really very effective thing for us to view and all. Now with this, okay, so we have discussed regarding the sales teams, activity types, tags, as well as the lost reasons. Now let's talk about how we can convert this into quotation. So let's see. Uh, okay. So suppose, yeah, this was our lead or opportunity that we have converted into uh, one stage. So for this, I have means for this particular opportunity, I have confirmed this. And here now I can see that I have the option whether to mark it as lost or make it as a quotation. So now how we can send a quotation. So when you qualify a lead into opportunity, so you will not you so there you will be most likely to need to send them a quotation. So in that case we are having this option called as new quotation. So within a single click itself, you can see you will get a pop-up where you have the certain informations regarding the quotations, that is whether you want to create a new customer or link it with an existing customer. If so, you have the option to select the customer over here. So suppose if I am selecting my customer called James, so this is one person who have created the contact, and you also have the options that you don't want to link it to a customer. So these are different sets of options that you are having when you are converting your opportunity or when you are sending a quotations to that so concerned person. So here suppose I am selecting my customer, and from this external view also you will take it will take you to the page of the contact or sorry the details of this particular person. Then now I can confirm this. So when I confirm this itself, you can see it has taken me to the page where I can see the different stages like the quotations, quotation sends, and sale order. Then here you have the options to provide the, so here you can see the customer name has automatically pre-filled over here. Then also you have the option to select this quotation template and all. Then here you have the options to mention the expiration date. So basically this expiration means the date at which this quotation would expire. So there we have this option. Then also the payment terms. So you can see here the payment terms has been pre-filled automatically. So this is what I was saying, that while creating your contact, if you are mentioning the certain details in the contact form itself, you would be, or other, yeah, so if you're providing the details in the contact form itself, these details would be automatically pre-filled if you select those particular persons name over here. Then you also have, you can see the payment terms options and all. Then here you have the options like order line, optional product, and other info. So here what you can do is that you can simply add your product that you want. So from here you can just within few click itself you can just add up your product as per your quotations, you can do that. Or suppose here with this itself you have as options like add a sections. Suppose if you want to add a section wise classification also, you can do that. So suppose here I have added a sections called as product. So product, if I'm providing so and so product, so when I select the product itself, the other related informations of the product automatically pre-fills over here. Here you can change the quantity you want as well as the unit price also. And so here like this, within a single click itself you can add your multiple products of your, change your quantity like that. So here you have the certain informations to add upon. And suppose if you want to add other certain informations like services and all, you can also mention that also. And here you can add your service products and all like that. So here you have these options like this. So for this functionality we are having the option called as add a section options and all. So if you don't want that, you can just delete that. So you can simply click or add your products to the order line. So with this you can see all the products that is being added. And here you have the option to add the optional products with this product itself. You have the options over here to provide over here. Then also you have other info tab where you have the certain other informations with the sales, regarding the salesperson, sales team. Then if you enable the online signature and online payment options in the settings, you will get it pre-filled over here. So with this options also your customer have the options for online signature as well as the payment and all. So that this is as per your need and your customer need, you can change that also. Then here you have the options to mention the customer reference. So basically it is a kind of indication or a reference for your customer so that we can easily understand that. Then obviously we can see the tag. So for the particular lead that we have created, we have provided a tag over there. So you can see the entire process how it works. It also have taken over here also. So here also you can see the tag comes over here. So it would be a very good label we can save. Using tag is provide a very good information to us. Then we have this delivery date options and all. And with invoicing, we have the other fiscal positions that I have discussed while creating the customer and all. So these are certain informations that we have while creating the quotation. Then with this itself, you can see right now it is in the quotation state. Then here you have the options to whether send this by email. So when you do that, this would be automatically sent to that particular person. So it comes an error because there is some package issue, that why it's showing. Otherwise when you click on this send by email options, so automatically to this particular persons or the customer, if you have provided the details of here, if you have provided the mail, automatically the mail to that particular person would be sent. Then here you have the options to see, that is the customer preview. So from here you can just preview or see the things like the quotations, quotation date, invoicing and shipping address and all. So suppose if you have provided the contact address and all in the customer page, or sorry, in the contact address page of your customer, that would be listed over here. Then regarding the pricing, product and all other details you can see over here. And other, yeah, obviously the payment terms also you can see from here. So these are certain other things we can see in the customer preview for that particular sales quotations. And once it is okay, what you can do is that you can just simply confirm that. So once you confirm that, automatically that particular thing would be converted into the state called as sale order. So this is how we can say the leads are being managed. The leads are managed and converted into opportunities, and from opportunities it is taken forward to quotations and sale order. So we can say that with Odoo, the process of the CRM, that is the customer relationship management, goes like this. That is, first of all, we are creating the leads, then we are converting this leads into opportunity if we find whether it is okay with us. Then what is happening is that once this opportunities are confirmed, then to we are converting them into certain quotations and sending this to our customers and converting them into sale order. So this is how the entire process that in sales or in CRM goes like this. So if you say like this, so right now if I go to my James, so here you can see with this customer itself, I have told you we have certain uh, smart buttons over here. So in this smart button you can see that here one opportunity. So here this is showing it as one opportunity because I have created one lead. So from here itself you can view that. Yeah, so this opportunity, that is to discuss about the proposal, I have added the customer James. So that's why for this particular person I'm able to see the opportunity, that is from his contact form view itself I can see the opportunities that is being assigned to him. And similarly with the case of the sales also. So here you can see right now we have converted that into sale order. That's why it is showing the sale order, but we have not performed the invoice details and all with that. So we have just created the sales. So here we can see the sales and all. So this is what I mean to say, that with this customer or within this customer itself you can directly view the opportunity, sales, meeting and invoices from this single form itself. So these are the certain other options we are having with this customer details. Now with CRM itself, let's go back to CRM. So in CRM, so here you can see under my quotation, yeah. So here under my quotations, you would be able to see those quotations that are with you. So here you can see the quotations of yours, like the details of the quotations. So this is what we are getting in case of I mean in case of my quotation menu. So here you can see all the quotations that is being with you or that is being created for you, or as a salesperson that is created for you and all. So from this options you have this options to see the quotations that comes under here. And when you enable that or my quotation options, you would be able to see all other quotations with different status and all, and different activities, salespersons and all. So this is a few things that comes with the sales, sorry, so that comes with the CRM module. So the next thing we can see is regarding the new thing that is common with the CRM. So in case of Odoo 14 CRM, a new thing that is being added is regarding the options to add the rental orders. So basically with Odoo CRM, it brings up a new features by which you can simply add the rental orders from this means from this CRM module itself. So for that you have to install the rental module for that purpose. So let me show you that how it comes and all. So this is a new feature that is added in Odoo 14. So let's see how's the functionality comes, how's the functionality goes with that. So we know that this rental module is basically used to manage the rental contract, then the deliveries as well as the return and all. So with this feature, we can see how it is being added with means CRM and how it goes work like and all. So it's installing. Yeah, so let's take our CRM module. So let's take any one of this opportunity. Okay, so here you can see that right now I have installed the module called as rental, and here you can see a new menu called as new rental. So from this itself means in case of Odoo 14, this feature has been added. That is when you install the module called as rental module, automatically a new button comes inside the opportunity from where you can just add the rental. So with this one can add this product to create the rental orders. So in short, I can or we can say that it uses the obtaining products on rent for certain period of time. So here you can see here you can just simply add the rental orders. So right now it is showing some error since I have only installed the modules like the sales as well as the sales and the CRM. So other related modules like accounting, inventory and all I have not installed. That's why it's showing an error. So basically with Odoo 14, this is the new features from which you can simply add the rental orders from the opportunity itself. So that's what is a new feature is brought upon in case of Odoo 14 CRM. And with considering the case of 14, obviously the case with the overview as well as the interface provides a new changes and all. So with Odoo 14, you can simply chat as I told you. You can just simply chat with other users from this tree view itself, just simply clicking on their display pictures and all. Then also you can schedule the activities and view the activities for different each records from the tree view and model itself. So here also you have these options. Then in the settings of each and every module, you can see we have an easy access to the documentations also. So it is easy to understand. That is here you can see as I have told you with this, yeah, this type. So with it is very easy to understand each and every field that is placed in setting the each modules. So upon just simply clicking on this field, it will redirect you to the corresponding documentations of that field and all. So these are some of the features we can say that is being brought up in case of Odoo 14. So yeah, so this is all we have covered almost all the portions that is coming with the CRM, that is regarding different lead generations techniques and different lead generations methods and all, like visit to lead, enrichment, lead mining, Outlook, CRM extensions and all. Yeah, so yeah, we also have an option called as recurring revenue. Yeah, this one. So here what you can do is you can manage your recurring plans. So once you convert your lead into opportunity, there you can see there you have the option to mention the expected revenue. So once you enable this also, you will have the options to simply create the recurring revenue, and you can also mention that inside the opportunity that you have that you are creating. So for that options also, so once you enable this, you will see you will get a options or a menu under the configuration. So here you will have the option to mention the recurring plan. So from here simply you can create the recurring plan and can mention the months and all. And within the leads or opportunity means, let me take my opportunity. So here you will see the options to add your month recurring plans that you have created. So these are some of the new things that we can say is brought up in case of Odoo 14. That is the options to add the rental orders from the opportunity itself. Then regarding the views, chat, and the documentation access, and then the Outlook CRM extensions and all. So these are some of the features. Then here you can see the other options like this predictive lead scoring. So this is something that I have discussed, that while creating the lead and all, we are having the options to mention the probability there. So basically I have told there that these probabilities are calculated on the basis of certain base laws. So in order to for those calculations, we are providing certain filters over there. So regarding that, if you want to get know more about this base rules and all, you can just Google it. So here we are providing those filters or those things based upon which you want to provide the probability measures. So here you are providing those filters over here. So this is all about, we can say, regarding the CRM in detail about Odoo 14 CRM. So yeah, so the things we have discussed in our CRM is regarding what is CRM, then regarding the leads we have talked upon, then with the way how the opportunity is being categorized, the way how it is taken into quotations, and the cancellations of opportunities is being completed. Then we have also seen the different stages and specific steps that in the sales cycles and all. So then with the pipeline also, we have seen how it visually provide the presentations to your users or the customers, and how it manages each and everything with its priority status, estimated revenue, and salespersons, responsible persons, and so on. So this is all about this section. So I hope you got a little overview or a little knowledge about the thing that I have taken. So if you have any kind of inquiries or questions, so you can just drop your message to odo.cybrosys.com, or otherwise you can just visit our blogs. So you can just visit our blogs at cybrosys.com/blog. So here you can see our sets of blogs. So yeah, so here you can see all our technical as well as the functional blogs depending upon the different versions, and also based upon the different modules also, you can see or visit our blog sections if you have any kind of queries or questions. So also you can visit our YouTube channel. So we have a YouTube channel, Cybrosys Technology, where we have a large number of the functional as well as technical videos and other related videos to Odoo and all. So you can visit our uh, YouTube channel also. So here you can see our blog details as well as the YouTube details. So if you have any queries, just drop your request to odoo.cybrosys.com. So thank you all for attending this session, and wishing you having a nice day. Thank you all. If you are interested in knowing more about this or looking for any Odoo implementation or customization in your business, just drop your request to odoo@cybrosys.com.